Hey, just a quick reminder, if you haven't watched if you haven't watched the show The Amazing Digital Circus, it is on Netflix and YouTube. So, hey guys, so this is just gonna be me trying to piece things together, and it has to do with the Amazing Digital Circus. And we're gonna start out with Pomni. Now, people think that the Amazing Digital Circus, well, at least some, think that it takes place in the 90s because, there's spoilers, heavy spoilers, because this scene right here. Although, this could mean other things, because in the latest episode, Untitled,
a supermarket chain, and posting videos.
and this.
Not really. Nobody watched them.
And that gives us a detail. If we search up when YouTube was made, it says February 14th, 2005. And just because it was made in 2005 doesn't mean this takes place during the 2000s. Because the Amazing Digital Circus could also be a 90s game. But when Pomni also said
And in buildings. I
said
sometimes got bored of things, and I would seek out mild thrills, exploring abandoned buildings.
so this could mean that the office building that we see in that right there, this office building could have been of an abandoned office building, hence why it's dirty and rough around the edges. And this place could have been called CNA, which would explain why hold on. Which it doesn't explain why that there is the sign of CNA, although wait a sec. No. Doesn't explain why CNA is seen here. Although could mean that Kane was sorry. Kane was probably looking through assets or textures, which, I mean, that's just what I think. That is just what I think. So, with this information, I guess you could kind of make up a timeline, but not really. Although CNA probably wasn't just an office building. They probably made like entertainment things, because like it says right here with the CNA logo, television, and which could have meant that they made all sorts of things. That could also explain why there's a VR headset on presumably on that desk at the end at here. So maybe like there's a computer right there. That's the thing that probably wires up the computer. These are two speakers, presumably. Has just a bunch of stuff. A mouse, a keyboard, the headset itself. Although no controllers. Yeah. And I guess you could start to put the pieces together. Pomni, presumably went to explore an abandoned office building or whatever this place is, because it does really look like a office building, aka CNA, and she found this computer with a VR headset on and was like, ooh, this might be fun. And when she puts it on, she goes in the circus. Which she is also 25. And we barely have anything for Kinga. And
give me a whiskey sour. But I'm calling a vote to turn Zubul into a slug.
Everyone voted against that.
Woo! It's raining like the Dickens out there.
Hey guys. I'll have a cosmopolitan.
Give me a corn cob blitz.
throw something together.
You know your way around alcohol, huh?
Yeah, this was...
This is all we know.
You've done more than that. What about your art?
By the way, she said that she was the manager that she worked with at fast food. This is all we know basically about Gangle.
I was in community college for graphic design, but I dropped out. I didn't really pursue art much after that.
We also know that Zubul, she was a tattoo artist and also a bartender. This could mean that maybe she was like low on money. Like, she's like in debt. Not like the mafia. Not like mafia or something. But like, maybe she was like low on money and she was just trying to like help her family, but she didn't say anything about that. And also, Ragatha has an abusive mother and lived in a quote-unquote rather wealthy home. I'm not saying the quote because, like, I'm like thinking, no. I'm just... And, yeah. And I'm getting old. I feel lazy.